How do I install Flirc configuration software in Ubuntu? So you bought a Flirc, but you don't know how to install the setup software on Debian Linux. Well, after some trial and error, I figured out how to do it, and I'm going to tell you how to do it in this short video. If you follow this step by step, this will get the Flirc setup program installed on Linux, and we'll get a simple remote setup. I'm using Ubuntu 14.04. First, we're going to open a terminal. So on your keyboard, press the Windows key. Type in terminal and select it. Now, in the terminal, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to edit our sources.list file. To do this, we're going to type in sudo space nano space / etc / apt / sources dot list and hit enter. Now you're going to enter your password and then hit enter again. And the file that shows up here, we need to scroll down to the bottom, so we're going to press the down arrow key, get to the bottom of the file. On the last line in the file, we're going to type pound space capital F Lirc and hit enter. Now here you have two choices, and it depends on whether you are running a 32-bit machine or a 64-bit machine. If you're not sure, just go ahead and do this 32-bit and see if it works. You can always go back and change this again by following these simple steps. So we're going to type on the very next line, we're going to type in deb space http colon / apt.flirc.tv / arch I386 space binary / then hit enter. Now if you're on a 64-bit machine, you're going to type deb space http colon / apt.flirc.tv / arch x64 space binary / and hit enter. Now you're going to hit Control X and then hit Y to save it and enter. Now we're going to update the computer so that it can see the new sources that we just entered. At your command prompt, you're going to type sudo space apt-get space update and hit enter. We're going to let it do its thing, and if any mistakes were made, they may pop up here, but we're going to go ahead and keep going, and you can go back and redo this if you made a mistake on the first step. So now that that's done and you're back at your command prompt, we're going to type sudo space apt-get space install space flirc and hit enter. We're going to let it do its thing, and it's going to ask you if you want to install. You're going to hit Y, then enter. Wait a few seconds, and once it's done, you'll be back at the command prompt at the bottom of the screen. Once you get to the command prompt, you can now close out your terminal window. Now, once again, we're going to hit the Windows key on our keyboard, and we're going to type Flirc, and then we're going to click the icon, and the Flirc program will open up. Now, plug in the Flirc USB into your computer, and after a few seconds, the program should show that you are connected. You might get a prompt to upgrade the firmware. If so, go ahead and do this now. If you did not, go ahead and click File, Advanced, and in the pop-up screen, you're going to click the Force FW Upgrade button. Then you're going to click Yes on the next pop-up screen. Now it updated its firmware, and click File one more time. And we're going to go down to Clear Configuration. Let's go ahead and click this, and that'll make sure that the Flirc's memory is cleared in case anything was programmed in it from testing or anything like that before you got it. So now that we have that done, we're going to grab any old remote. If you got a universal remote, you want to make sure that you click whatever button you want to program on the Flirc. So for instance, on my universal remote I have TV, cable, DVD, or auxiliary. I'm going to go ahead and hit the auxiliary button on my remote. Now back at the computer, on your Flirc program, you're just going to click the Go button. Now you just follow the on-screen commands. It's going to ask you to click the up arrow on your remote. And if you don't have an up arrow, you can use, let's say, number 2. And then it'll ask you to click the left arrow, and you can use, let's say, number 4 if you don't have the arrows. And then it's going to ask you for the down arrow, so let's click number 8. Then it's going to ask you for the right arrow, so let's click number 6. Then it's going to ask you for enter, so we'll click number 5. Then it's going to ask you for the back button, and you can use number 9. You can use any button on the remote to correspond with any button on the screen, and the Flirc will memorize that button to do what it's telling you it's going to do on the screen. Once you're all done, at the bottom of the screen will say congratulations, you are all done, and you can now take the Flirc out of the machine and the remote and plug it into any computer you have in the house, and now you can use this simple remote to control any media center or say Kodi or whatever you want with it. If you like this video and you want more of it, please click subscribe.